So I am gonna go through now and just kind of go, oh shit. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I didn't say that shit. I always do this. Okay, you're back. Hey, you're back. Hi guys. I am going to do two things today. I'm going to show you guys, I actually watched a Desi Perkins makeup video and now I get it. I get the YouTube craze. I did a step-by-step for a wedding this weekend and I was really proud of myself and I'm really getting invested in makeup right now, you guys. I just cleaned my whole makeup cabinet and you're gonna think I'm crazy. So I am psychotic and I went through and I basically swatched every single lipstick and lip liner and eyeshadow that I have in my arsenal back here. And so when I do videos, it's gonna be super easy for me to now be able to go and pick out what I wanna do, and I'm gonna invite a ton of like makeup friends to come over and show me how to do these fun tricks. So also a lot has been going on this week. I am working really hard on my book. It's been going really amazing and it's making me reflect a lot. So I'm gonna give you my top 10 pieces of advice that I wish I had when I first started out, and I'm also trying out a side part, which is throwing me off a little bit. But while I give you guys these amazing major keys for life, I'm gonna also do my makeup and kind of show you my routine that I'm trying to like switch up a little bit. So here we go. So guys, I am gonna try to find a foundation that matches me right now because I've been really bad. I went on vacation and I did not wear sunblock, and that's my number one piece of advice to you, is wear sunblock. At an early age. I wish I never let the sun touch my face. You guys know I suffer from melasma. I get this crazy like mustache, it's so annoying. And then my number two piece of advice, I'm already into it. I have a huge pimple right here. And you know what it's from? It's from not washing my makeup brushes. So guys, tip number two, wash your makeup brushes, don't get lazy. So I'm gonna start off by curling my lashes with a Kevin Aucoin. This is like my favorite lash curler. And normally I'll like heat it up with a blow dryer just to get it like nice and toasty so it really curls. So this is Fenty foundation. It's a soft matte longwear foundation. It is in number 290. So guys, I like to put the foundation like on my eyelids. Might be why I got that pimple. But I basically like to cover the whole stitch. Oh wow, like this isn't how. I'm just looking at myself right now. This looks horrible already. Oh my god. Guys, welcome back to my channel. So yeah, I know this isn't precise, but guess what? This is how real people do it. I like to spray my beauty blender. I spray my mirror. Damn it. Okay, I like to spray my beauty blender with a little bit of Evian spray. And basically, then I go through and I just kind of tap while it's nice and moist. Tip number three, always stay ready. Okay, so I'm basically gonna go through and just kind of like blend all this out. You guys will know from my video with Ariel that he likes to do eyeshadow first, and I know that like all the makeup artists are probably freaking out right now, but guess what? This works for me. So I used to just do foundation like in this area, and then one of my makeup artist friends were like, girl, you look 3 different shades. So now I go all the way down to my neck. Ariel actually in my video told me to go all the way down to my chest, but like really? How much makeup do you go through doing that? It's crazy. So I do like to go over, like I have sunspots. Do you want to zoom in on that? Or no, I don't. I'll die. No. I like to kind of go over any areas, like even under my eye, over that pimple, and put a little bit more coverage over it. All right, next up, I am going to use Tom Ford. This is Shade and Illuminate Sculptor in Intensity 1 SS18. So I'm gonna go through and just, oh, that's my concealer brush, damn it. So I'm gonna go and take my Tom Ford contour and just kind of go right along. I don't think this is the right brush for this. Oh my god, no. I'm just thinking right now, all of my makeup artist friends are literally rolling with laughter. And Mario, I don't want to hear it. But I'm taking the Tom Ford contour and then I take a beauty blender. This is a beauty blender in brown. Mary Phillips did teach me this. So she said, don't put contour I used to go all the way down to my, like close to my mouth. She said, stay away from it and you want to go above your cheekbone and you always want to blend it up. So kind of just always go up and stay above your cheekbone. Alright, so guys, now I'm going to go in with concealer. This is the Overachiever Concealer by Huda Beauty. It's in Sugar Biscuit. That's a nickname of mine. I'm going to put a little bit of concealer under my eyes and then tell you guys my next tip. I'm just telling you guys that like don't fall in love with the trap of like having to own expensive things that are outside of your means, because it's just stuff that you're gonna accumulate and you have to move later, and it's really annoying. Don't fall in love with material things, they won't love you back. So after this, this is where I like to do blush, and I know, again, makeup artists are probably like, what? Okay, so next up I'm going to go in with Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic. This is in Love is the Drug. I really love this blush. It looks like a nipple, I just realized. So I'm gonna go through now and just kind of go, oh shit! I used the wrong brush! I look like I'm in a 3rd grade play! Oh my god! How to be a clown, guys. Okay, dust yourself off and just get right back up on the horse. Alright, I'm just gonna dust it before I put it on my cheek. And I'm gonna go and apply it just right above where that concealer is. Alright guys, so my next tip is going to be related to blushing and being shy. So I get asked this question a lot about confidence, and I gotta say, I didn't realize this until I started working on the book. Brows. Hold on. Alright guys, my favorite thing in the world, brows. It changes everything. I should have done this first. I am using Kai Brow by Kylie Jenner. This is in Ebony. So I like to start at the lowest point, and I basically just get aggressive and I draw a straight line. And I connect a line. There's just a straight line. Then I like to go down and just bring, because I know Anastasia always says that your brow should stop at the end of your eye. The highest arch should be right around there, and then like it should start right here close to your nose. Everybody's been asking about confidence. I get asked that question a lot, like how did you get confidence? And I think everybody, especially girls, I mean I think we're just kind of raised to feel a little selfless. So I'm gonna go through and take my brush and I'm gonna kind of like brush down just to get that line to not be so aggressive. And same with this underneath, just so that the line isn't super aggressive. And then my strokes, I like to kind of go up towards the center so that it gives kind of like, it kind of looks like I'm cheating that it's really hair. So my number one tip about getting confidence, and I didn't realize that the reason I think I actually had confidence growing up, is how much we traveled as a kid. My parents owned a travel agency, and so we traveled a lot. Like we went to Mexico, and we actually went on summer vacation to Hawaii from Utah, and my dad like sent for our things and was like, we're gonna stay. Because from all the travel that I've done as a kid and also as an adult, like traveling has always helped me to connect with people and to see how other people live and to meet people from different backgrounds. Especially growing up in Hawaii, it was the best place because it was just like a melting pot of culture and religion, and like, I don't know, I just felt like everybody was very accepted there. I'm using Anastasia Clear Brow Gel just to go over the brows. Before I started using brow gel, you guys, my brows literally would like, I would look like Groucho Marx, and it changes the expression, and I feel like people were commenting all the time on it. So thank God, Anastasia, thank you for making brow gel. Alright guys, on to eyes. I'm going to be using Naked Heat by Urban Decay. I actually got this tip from Mary Phillips, and I love this palette because it literally has every shade that I need for daytime, for nighttime. It's like really great. So I'm going to start with, it's called Sauced, and I'm going to go through and just kind of cover the whole lid with that as like a little base starter point. Alright guys, so my next tip for you is all about not taking things personally. It's something that I still struggle with, is having empathy for people, because I tend to have like a short fuse and I kind of get annoyed by people. And I would suggest to you guys really trying to, like, if somebody's annoying you or somebody's coming at you or even somebody's being a hater, you have to really like put yourself in that person's shoes. And that's something that's super helpful, I think, is just to really like know that somebody is coming at you because they're having their own issue and it probably has nothing to do with you. Alright, so this is something I learned from Desi's video. I'm gonna try to remember this, guys. I'm so nervous right now. But she put a dark shade on the outer edge and in the inner corner. So I'm gonna go through in that same palette and I'm gonna take Ember. And I'm just brushing through it and then dusting off. Oh, what's coming off? Shit. And I'm gonna go on the outer edge here and just kind of like get that like shady little bit, the shady little right here in the corner, and just get the outer corner edge there so it kind of can like smoke it out a little bit. I'm so mad that so many makeup artist friends are gonna say something to me about this video. Whatever, guys. You know what? I'm gonna have empathy for them, and they're probably going through their own shit and they're just worried that I'm coming for them. So now I'm gonna go through and try to cover up that pimple. This is definitely how I got that pimple. This brush was not clean before. Okay guys, I messed up. That's not the shade I use. I'm gonna go in my Chanel palette. This is Le Ombre number 4. And I'm gonna take the Intensity shade and I'm gonna go over and kind of get, because it's more of like a brown and not like a black. And then what Desi showed me on this video was she just showed me, it was a video just for me, that she kind of puts a little bit of a darker shade here in the center area. And I know I'm not doing this right, I'm not using the right brush, but I'm learning as I go. Okay guys, so now that I have kind of that shaded bit, I'm gonna go through and use the end of my beauty, excuse you, Rue. I'm gonna use the end of my beauty blender and just kind of like blend that out. And now I'm gonna go through and I wanna put a color on the center area. So I'm gonna go back into my palette and I'm gonna go in and use Dirty Talk and basically put it on the center area. And it's a little bit of like a shiny so that it's a conversation starter. And then, oh, I forgot this part. Wait, I remember. I'm taking a lip brush. I'm actually gonna go through on that color that was my base color. I'm gonna go through and use Cayenne and just kind of put it underneath the eye. And then another thing that I didn't know to do, like you're kind of connecting that like dark shade here in the corners so that it all makes more sense together. Can we just give me an A for effort over here? All right guys, next up is highlighter. So this is Kylie in Cotton Candy Cream. It's a pressed illuminating powder. And I just kind of go through and I go along my brow just to kind of give it, like Patrick actually taught me this, to do kind of like a C shape. And then I like to do highlighter right here along my cheekbone and kind of blend it into what's going on up here, again in a C shape. I was talking recently with Trainer Danny, shout out to Trainer Danny, and I was talking about how crazy it is that girls probably age like 16 to 25 and everyone is obsessed with their body. I told them I used to do double up classes. I wasn't like a calorie counter, but like I remember just being like really aware of like what I was eating and just, and it wasn't for the right reasons, that's my point. Like now I work out for like health reasons, but I'm not doing it for vanity. And I just feel like you can get into a dangerous place. I've seen it, you know, from working in the salon and talking to women that like, we tend to put so much pressure on ourselves that's like so unnecessary. And when you get into your 30s, it really is true, you guys. You start to like love yourself in a way that you never did before. Just love yourself is my tip. I'm not saying don't go to the gym or don't try to be healthy. I definitely have my own goals in the gym, but I'm just saying do it for you and do it for the right reasons and don't feel like you have to fit a certain mold. Now for eyeliner, this is more of my nighttime look, so I'm gonna do YSL Couture Kajal, and then this is by a company called Able, and it's really great to get like a cat eye. So I like to start really at the very end of my eye and just kind of work my way in. I don't go all the way inside because I like to build kind of like an almond shape, and I feel like if I go all the way in, it's gonna make my eyes a little too like roundish. I like to take a brush and just kind of like blend it out so it doesn't look so harsh. By the way, you guys, good luck finding that. I'm sorry. I found it in Dubai at Sephora. I know that they might have discontinued it. Leave in the comment section below if you have any other alternatives. So now I'm gonna go through and connect like what I just did and create that cat eye. What's great about Able is it has this really fun little guide that you can use to create that cat eye. But I am such a pro that I'm gonna go through and just kind of do the cat eye. But now that my eyes are a little bit different than they used to be, I actually now go at an angle and I come up and then connect it across. And just like I told you guys to not stress out about your body, don't stress out about your cat eye. You can always get a Q-tip and like clean stuff up. It's not the end of the world. All right, next up is mascara. This is Chantecaille mascara. I love this one. It's the longest lash mascara and I'm obsessed with this. I've been using it for a while. The next tip is about perfection. And I think that like it's really dangerous, you guys, falling into this trap of like everyone on Instagram, including myself, showing like the perfect parts of life. I try to be honest here and there, but like you guys have to know that nobody's life is perfect. So I think it's a really dangerous place to compare yourself, and just know that like everyone's having a hard time. Nobody's life is perfect. So just know that. So I'm moving on to lashes, guys. These are Andrea strip lashes in number 53 black. So just continuing on that note, you guys, is that I love this quote that I found that says, don't let the internet rush you. I wish we had an Instagram to show like all the things, like all the shitty things that happen in life. It'd be funny. No matter who we are, what you have, like I feel like we can fall into this trap of like wanting more and not feeling we have enough, and it's so dangerous. Another tip I have for people is to volunteer. Like, how come no one volunteers? I feel like growing up Mormon, we would always go on like family home evening, and like you'd go and do something for the community. And my mom was really great about like feeding like homeless people that lived around us. But I remember my mom would go and pick up this girl that lived in our neighborhood who came from like a less fortunate family. And now when I think about it, it makes me want to cry every time, because my mom was so amazing and selfless for finding this girl, and like she'd go and pick her up on her way to school. And I remember being like, oh, I don't even know her, this is so embarrassing. But when I think about it, I'm like, how incredible that she would go and find this girl who had a really rough life and didn't have like the best parents, and my mom just wanted to like give her that like comfort of knowing that like she'd be there in the morning to pick her up for school. It's so nice. So that's one thing I would say is like volunteer, because I feel like it helps to really like put your, maybe like whatever problems you're having, or like something that you're really dwelling on, it kind of helps to put things into perspective when you know that people are going through bigger things than you are. So I like to use a tweezer just to really like get in there when I'm doing a full strip lash. And I like these lashes, you guys, because they're really, really natural looking. So I like to connect it on the outer edge first, and then I bring the inner corner and stretch it out as much as I can. And bring it towards the center, as close to the center as possible. And if it's too long, you guys, use little cuticle nippers and you can cut the inside of the lashes so that they're not, or the outside of the lashes so they're not too long. Then I kind of like use the other edge of the tweezer to just kind of make sure that the lashes are like coming up and brushing up in the direction that I want them to. Next up, I've got Huda Beauty in Blondie. This is her Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. You guys, I know everybody like bakes and the whole thing. I don't do that. Like, I'm just not that person. And I feel like my makeup is actually, I just like to enhance my natural features. So I'm gonna go in and take my brush and just kind of lightly, ooh, that wasn't lightly, shit. Let's hope for the best. So I'm just lightly gonna dust, I made a mess. I'm gonna lightly dust a little bit of this powder and then go over like my T-zone area and also underneath my eyes to kind of like set all that stuff in. And then down here, because that's where I get the shiniest. I get really, really shiny. Shout out to all the girls who got an ice skating rink on their face, because that's me. Okay guys, so to give you a little business tip, I would suggest hiring people who are really, really good. Hiring people that are maybe better than you, that are smarter than you. Because I'm all about the school of continuing to learn. Because I feel like the minute that you put yourself in a place where you think you're smarter than everybody or that you don't need to learn anything, it's when you stunt your growth. So I'm all about hiring people who run circles around me, because I learn from them and I become better from them, and like hopefully they learn from me. And I don't know, I'm all about just hiring people who are really, really, really smart. Guys, I have to show you this. Mary Phillips just got this for me. It is the cutest little washer machine for your beauty blender. You put it in there with soap and water and it washes it, and I think it's so cute. All right, as I go to pick my lip color, I'm actually gonna go to my nifty little guide and see what kind of lip color I want for tonight. I feel like when people see this, they're gonna get worried about you. I was literally just still last night. I was like, I'm either gonna sit and watch Housewives or I can be productive and watch Housewives. Okay guys, I'm gonna use my latest obsession for my lips. This is from the Kylie Under the Sea collection. I know I've been using a lot of Kylie, but listen, I'm lucky enough to be on her mailing list and I use the stuff that she sends. So this is Paradise Please in a matte, and I really love like a corally pink in a matte color. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over that. I love this color because it's really matte and I feel like it just like really pops. I'm gonna go over it with the Cocoa. This is the Bigger the Hoops. I've been obsessed with this color. And I'm gonna put the Bigger the Hoops kind of over it to kind of tone it down a little bit and give a lighter color in the center. And then I like to do my liner. I know some people do liner first, but I like to do my liner last. This is Huda Beauty Gossip Girl. To do an X in the center and then go from that X and go out to the edge of your lip. Okay guys, there you have it. This is my current nighttime look, so thanks for getting ready with me. I didn't forget about tip number 10, don't worry. So my last tip for you is about relationships, and I'm going to tell you that the reason why I think my relationship works is that we both do the work outside of our relationship to make sure that when we're together, we're like the best version of ourselves. And it's not always perfect, I'm not gonna like lie. I think Mike and I are in an adult relationship where if we're going through stuff, we don't take it out on one another and we really like deal with it on our own. And if you can afford to go to therapy, definitely go to therapy, guys. So don't spend your money on bags and shoes. Go to therapy. Like, don't worry about your outside appearance as much as you should worry about the inside of your head. Fixing things that maybe you don't even realize are a problem and that will affect your relationships going forward. So that's that's it. There's my advice that I wish I would have had when I was younger. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. If you want more life advice, let me know. I am the new DJ Khaled. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.